Hey guys, get ready to take your seats because our next speaker is you know when you say the one we've been waiting for. This is literally like the one speaker that I've been waiting the most to hear from. He is an international mentor of speakers from around the world. His Facebook group on public speaking has over 1,000 members. He's currently on an American tour here, touring all over the country. I met him because of my connections in London. I will admit, I did a little social media stalking because I was very, very impressed with Luke and what he had to say about being a public speaker, about being a mentor of public speakers. So he happened to know this gentleman named Manny, who needed some help with the social media for this event. So here I am, all because of our next speaker who's about to take the stage. So I won't go on and on and on, but you guys are a real treat to have him here all the way over from the UK. Would you please welcome the amazing and incomparable Mr. Luke Scott.
Awesome, thank you very much. Shall we give Darryl a big round of applause, please? Okay, I think some people are still out for lunch, so we'll just small talk for a little while. All right. Just raise your hand for me if you like the sound of traveling the world speaking. Nice and high? Yeah. Awesome. And who likes the sound of being able to stand on stage with rock star confidence? Yeah? Yeah? Woo! Awesome. Turn to the person next to you, give them a high five and say, I like that. I like that. Beautiful. That's what I do. And that's what I'm here to show you guys how to do. I'm here on my US tour, Darryl mentioned earlier. And basically what that means is, I got offered one speaking gig, which was this. And I built a whole tour around it. How do you do that? Has everybody got something to write with? Notepad, pen? I want you to write down this word. The word is leverage. Leverage. And what does that mean? That means I told people I was coming to San Diego to speak at an event, 1,000 speakers live. Straight away, I've got trust and credibility. And I said, did you do anything around that time? So just a few days ago, I was in Malibu doing an event out there. Pretty cool. Anybody been to Malibu? Yeah. It's beautiful. I always dreamed that I would live in California as a kid. I don't know why, I just always said that I would. And 2 years ago, I had a vision of myself. Anybody get visions? Visions? Look around, you crazy people. So I had a vision of myself at this Malibu beach house with all my family there, playing on the beach, and I was cooking them breakfast. That's weird for a few reasons. Firstly, I don't cook. And secondly, my family don't get along too well. But in this vision, it felt so real. I could see it, I could hear it, I could feel it, I could taste it, I could touch it. It was like it was happening right now. Anybody ever felt that? And so in my head, it already happened. So I went online and I typed in Malibu beach houses, and I had no idea what was going to come up. But one really jumped out at me, and it was the exact same one for my vision. $9 million. Not bad, right? So I printed out a picture of this Malibu beach house, and I put it on my vision board. Everybody do vision boards? Yes, good. Good, do a vision board, awesome. Put it on my vision board, exact address and everything. So I get to the US, and I'm supposed to come to San Diego on the 2nd. But did anybody see Laurel the first day? So Laurel messaged me and says, Luke, there's a speaking gig in Malibu on the 4th, do you want to do it? I said, yeah. My intuition was like, yes, let's do it. I always trust my intuition. So I go to Malibu. No idea what to expect. Tennessee. As I'm sat in my hotel, I just think, I wonder where that beach house is. So I go on Google Maps, my best friend, Google Maps. Don't know how I survived without Google Maps. It's like the best. So I go on Google Maps and I type in the address. Now Malibu is kind of loads of mountains, it's really rocky, and it's kind of hard to get anywhere. Even the nearest supermarket was an Uber right away. I type in the address of this beach house. 6 minutes walk from the hotel I'm staying. So now, cool, this is where I'm in Malibu, I'm excited, I'm like, yes! The synchronicities have brought me here. So I go to the beach house. And I ring the bell. And this cleaner comes out. And I say, this is going to sound a little strange, but I basically have been stalking your house for the last 2 years. I've come all the way from London. I'm in Malibu. I was just wondering, can I do a tour of your house? And she said, no. Interesting. I was going to go see this house. So I say, well, look, what do we need to do? She said, well, you need to call a realtor, blah, blah, blah. I said, cool. Can you get me their details? Inside, I know that I'm going to go see this house. Just know. There's no question. You ever just get that knowing? So she goes away for about 10 minutes. And then comes back. Oh, it's actually okay. You can come and see the house. From nowhere, right? And so we go in. Something I want to say about being a speaker. Before I did the touring, before I spoke on the big stages and all that kind of stuff, I imagined I'd done it. I visualized it. You want to write this down. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what you imagine and what's real. On a physical level, a chemical level, an energetic level, there is absolutely no difference between when you imagine something and when it actually really happens. Interesting. Like when you have a really vivid dream, you know, where you wake up and you're shaking and you're sweating. My girlfriend does that one. We were in bed and in the morning she was really angry with me. I said, why are you angry? She says, you cheated on me. I said, we're in the same bed. How did I do that? You cheated on me in my dream. Ladies, can you relate to that? Now for her, it was real. For her, it had really happened. And when she woke up, she had all the same emotions, all the same anger, all the same venom, as if I'd actually done it. So if you want to be a great speaker, and I know most of you are already speakers, if you want to really get to the next level, step up your visualizations. But more than that, imagine it like it's happening right now. We are just a vibration. We work in a vibrational universe. And the more you feel like something's happened, the faster you can attract it to you. So we're going to do a really fun exercise later where I show you how this works. Because this is something else I want to share with you. People don't care what you say. They don't. And they're not going to remember what you say, but they'll remember how you make them feel. People don't care what you say, they care how you make them feel. So it's your duty as a speaker to make people feel. I can tell you things, I can give you exercises, I can share information with you, but unless you actually experience it, it's not going to have that same reaction. So, who am I? I'm the founder of the Standout Speakers Academy. It's based in London, and I train speakers how to stand out. There's been a lot of speakers here, and some of them really stand out. I don't think anyone will ever forget Dave. But there's also been some speakers I'm sure you will forget. And I say that with all due respect, because I speak at a lot of multi-speaker events. So you need to do something in your presentation. Something that is memorable. Something that stands out. Something that makes you different. So when they see you next time, they're like, oh, you're that guy. You're the baseball cap guy. You're the lion guy. whatever that thing is. Just a show of hands for me. Who here is already a professional speaker, so you get paid to speak? Okay, cool. And who's not paid to speak? Okay, awesome. So, the difference between being a speaker and a professional speaker is literally that that's your profession. That's your full-time job. That's what you do. And it's really not that hard to get there. So, in this presentation, I'm going to share something with you, awesome. And then later on, I'm going to share with you how you can make some money. Does that sound cool?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Awesome. So, I travel all around the world making people put their hands up. First thing I did when I came out here, what did I get you guys to do? Put your hands up. This is in Vietnam. Now, why do I do that? Firstly, it's fun. But seriously, the reason I do that, anybody know? State change, yeah? Engagement, yeah? Yeah. Most people, when you come out to speak, you'll find they're kind of like this. Stern face. Owl stern. Frowny face, right? Especially at a multi-speaker event where there's so much information, you're just thinking, who the hell is this guy? That's closed body language. As a speaker, you want to get your information across to people. You want to help them, you want to learn, you want to teach them, right? If people have open body language, they receive more in their brain. So first thing you do, get them to raise their hand. And ask them a no-brainer yes question. Say, who would love to travel the world speaking? Just raise your hands nice and high. Nice and high. Come on guys, raise your hands nice and high. Who'd like to travel the world speaking? Everybody, right? Then ask another no-brainer yes question. Who'd like to have awesome confidence on stage like a rock star? Raise your hands nice and high.
Woo!
Beautiful. So now we've done right hand, now we've done left hand. Now you're open. It's interesting, right? Little subtle tricks. So I basically teach people how to go from never having spoken before, maybe even a fear of speaking, or at least some nervousness, to creating the basics for their speaking business. That means where they're making enough money so they don't have to do something they don't love anymore. Having that freedom to do whatever you want to do. And it's really not that hard. But it takes work. I'm not here to show you a magic button formula. I've seen people do that. And for the first 10 people to run to the back, you will make $1 million in the first 5 months. Go! It's crazy. All you have to do is press a button 5 times a day. It's crazy. I don't do that. But I like to make people put their hands up. So this is in Malaysia, it's about 300 people. And you can probably see there's some guys on stage here with like rubber gloves on. That's going to make more sense later. Something as speakers that you need to get across to your audience is you need to make the audience feel and believe, truly believe that they can do it too. Because it's okay for us to have confidence. It's okay for us to stand here and you go, Luke, it's easy for you. How do you get your audience to believe they can do it too? Do you think I was born a confident speaker? No. I was terrible. My first speaking gig was about 10 minutes. I scripted the whole thing, 12 pages of notes, I memorized every single line, and I stood on stage, and I was shaking, and I was sweating. I mumbled through it, I remembered everything, but I was like a robot. There was no feeling in it. And people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. They buy why you do it. They want to feel your heart. They want to feel like this is something you really believe in and that you can believe in them. Because Because you have to believe in them more than they believe in themselves to start with. And you're all here as speakers, so I know you're all here to mentor people and teach people. So this is Nazma. Nazma's amazing. She'd never spoken before. She came to one of my events just like this. And I said, does anyone have a fear of speaking? And she put her hand up. And I said, amazing, come on stage. Now why would I do that? Ask me why.
Why?
Because I love making people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite things to do. And I don't mean in a sick way. But I know if you're uncomfortable, it means you're growing. You have to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir here because you're all established speakers. We've all been on this journey for a little while. But if you're not uncomfortable right now, you're not pushing yourself out enough. You should always be uncomfortable. Always be growing, always be stretching yourself. So that's what Nazma did. She came on my program on the 1st of December. 1st of December. And I taught her in the first week how to do what I'm going to teach you guys later. She got her first ever speaking gig on the 10th of December. 10 days later. But here's the cool thing. It was an international speaking gig. That's in Amsterdam, in Holland. So she became an international speaker within 10 days, having never spoken before. So who'd like to be an international speaker? Nice hand. Cool. I'll teach you something later. It's really, really simple. And now that's where we're on news channels. She was on a proper full news broadcast show. She's got people on her programs. But what she did is she worked hard. She's that kind of person who chases you, who follows you up, who's teach me, I want to do more, I've done it, now what? That's the kind of hunger you need if you want to be really great. This guy is called Visualisation. He's from Lithuania. I'm showing you this so you guys know that every single one of you can do this. Every single one of you. Visualisation, he's 20 years old. He's 6'7", so he's a giant, but he's 20 years old. And I met him, he was working in a restaurant, he'd never spoken before. This is his first speaking gig in front of 80 people that he put together himself. His very first event. That's pretty cool, right? And this is Elaine. Elaine's really amazing. She had such a fear of speaking. Your job here as speakers, as transformers, as coaches, as whatever it is, healers, whatever it is that you're doing, is to help push these people. And in order to do that, you need to really figure out your pitch. You need to really figure out what your message is. And so we're going to do a fun exercise now. And it's going to be weird. I'm going to frame it for you. It's going to be weird for most of you. It's going to really show you something about yourself. So, what I need you all to do is I need your hands to be clear, so put everything down, whatever you're doing. I want you to get comfortable in your chair. And we're just going to go on a little journey together. And I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen exactly. But I know it's going to be beautiful. I invite you all to close your eyes for me, please. And the reason you close your eyes is when your eyes are open, you get a lot of energy in through your eyes. It creates a lot of distractions. So when your eyes are closed, you can really focus on your own energy. And this is going to be something very personal to you. So you want to be focusing on your own energy. whole body. And I just want you to imagine now the air, as you breathe in, imagine it going down through your belly, and down into your private parts, right down into the base of your spine. Just connecting you with your whole body. Now we're just going to use the power of our imagination. I want you to imagine that you're in a cinema, in a movie theatre, and it's totally empty. You can sit anywhere that you want. Where's your favourite place to sit? Just go and imagine yourself there. And as you get comfortable in your seat, I just want you to see you've got some snacks on one side and a drink on the other. And it's really cold. You can feel the condensation going down the cup. And I want you to see now that the screen turns on. And as it turns on, you can see yourself on the screen, exactly as you are now, listening to me. And you can see it very clearly, just like a movie. And now as you look down in your hand, I want you to see that there's a remote control. And it has a button on it with a picture of a microphone. And I invite you to take a deep breath in. Now, using the power of your imagination, I just want you to imagine pressing this button with the microphone on. And as you press this button, I want you to see on the screen, show yourself speaking very clearly, just like a movie. And you can see and hear everything that's going on. And as you see that future version of yourself there, speaking, how does that version of you feel? What kind of energy are you giving out to the crowd? What are you saying? What are you talking about? How's the audience reacting to you? And now I invite you to take a deep breath in. And out. And now using the power of your imagination, I want you to imagine diving inside the screen. And as you dive inside the screen, you can dive inside that future version of yourself. And as you dive inside that version of yourself, you can see and hear and feel and taste and touch everything just like it's happening right now. And I just want you to feel how you feel as you're speaking. And if that's a feeling you want to feel more of, just allow yourself to feel that in every fibre of your being. And just ask your body to remember that feeling. And just know that how the law of attraction works is it brings you what you are. So as you're vibrating at that feeling, as you're vibrating at that frequency, it will bring you more experiences that feel just like that. And I just want you to feel what kind of energy you're getting from the audience. See now that it fast forwards just like a movie to the end of your presentation. And I just want you to see what happens. And again, how do you feel? Focus on the feeling. And I'm just going to give you 10 more seconds just to let the scene play out. I just want you to see something significant happens. What happens? Now I invite you to take a deep breath in and out. And see that you come back into your cinema seat. And you can still see it's playing on the screen very clearly, just like a movie. And as you look down now at the remote control in your hand, I want you to see there's another button. And it says fast forward 5 years. And I invite you to take a deep breath in and out. Now, using the power of your imagination, I want you to imagine pressing this button. And as you press this button, I want you to see that on the screen you get shown very clearly, just like a movie, what you could be doing 5 years from now. And you can see and hear everything that's going on. How does that 5-year in the future version of you feel? Who are you with? What's happening? And just let the scene play out, just like a movie, and just see something significant happens. You're being shown this scene for a very particular reason. And again, if this is a feeling that you would like to have more of in your life, just allow yourself to feel it with the fullness of your whole being, just to feel it through every fiber of your body and every single cell. And as you feel this feeling, just ask your body to remember it. And just know the more you remember this feeling, the more you focus on this feeling, the faster you can make this a reality. The more you'll pull experiences like this into your reality. And remember, the brain doesn't know the difference between what you imagine and what is real. You can imagine this every single day. Now I invite you to take a deep breath in and out. See that you come back into your cinema seat. You can still see it playing on the screen very clearly, just like a movie. And I just invite you to take a sip of your drink. See, it's gone kind of warm now, so we've been here for a while. And when you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And take a deep breath and open your eyes. And I invite you, just without speaking, just to take 2 minutes and just journal down anything that came up for you. How you felt, what you saw. If you had any realizations about your message, the things you were speaking about. Something really magical happens when you write things down on an energetic level. It creates something awesome. Write down your goals, write down your dreams, whatever you visualize. It's really, really powerful. I'll just give you 30 more seconds just to write down whatever it is that comes up for you. And just pause there for me. See a lot of you frantically writing. A lot of stuff must have come up for you, which is amazing. I just invite everybody just to have a nice stretch. I always like to have a stretch after I've done things like this. Just reach up nice and high. And if everyone can just stand up for me, just stand up, nice and gently. And I just want you to go and give 3 people a hug, and as you give them a hug, just tell them that they're awesome.
Yeah, fine.
Amazing said 3 people. Some of you can't count.
You're awesome. Everything is awesome. Nothing but awesome up in here.
Nice. That means I need 2 more. Oh, nice. Bring it in.
I gotta get my awesome. You're awesome.
Amazing. Okay. As a speaker, getting people to do exercises like this is really, really important. Now, when you are selling, there's a lot of stuff you have to do, so you have a lot of framing you need to get in there in order to make people buy. In this kind of environment, you can take some time to do these kind of exercises. And just invite anybody now. Does anybody like to share anything that came up for them? Yes, down here. Anything, whatever you'd like to share.
Well, I was envisioning myself standing on stage at an event of myself, of my own, motivating, inspiring crowd, so much so that at the end of this talk, like Dave's Academy Club, and thank you for how much movement I was able to get in my life. It's beautiful.
How did that feel?
It felt electric. I was tingling on the inside of my chest, and I could feel myself, feeling in my fingers, feet, and it was just like this overwhelming, like, excitement to be the best at what I do. It's really made that impact that I wanted to make.
Awesome. Now, when you imagined that, how real did it feel?
I was this past weekend. I was just in Las Vegas at a pretty big event, and I was up on stage. For a minute, and I was able to look out at a crowd of 1,000 people. And in that moment, I remember just distinctly, I stood on stage and I just captured it for a second because I wanted that image. I wanted to anchor that. So now, when we sit this exercise, I went back to that moment, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is my message. This is how I'm inspiring people. And I was able to literally live in the moment. And you're like, oh. Take a deep breath and bring yourself back to the seat, and I was able to come back to the seat and see my image on screen. And I was like, man, it feels good. It feels good.
Amazing. Awesome. Give me a big round of applause. Anybody else like to share? Anybody else? Come on, be brave. Yes. Can you tell them your name, please?
Darren King.
Everyone say hi, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Yeah, it's like a mixed bag coming up, but a lot more clarity than what I've been doing. I've been feeling a bit, I've got a message, and I can see myself, but this is a lot more clear. So, I can see a mixed bag of similar thing where speaking in front of a big crowd, and it felt like I'm genuinely really there, which is the goals. Share the stage of Tony Robbins. So
Nice.
yeah, so it just seems a lot more clearer than what I've been playing, and also that I'm actually doing webinars, doing a lot of stuff that I've been putting off. Doing webinars and getting online and actually selling programs that I've actually got the background that I haven't been applying. So you can actually see a lot more clearer of that. So yeah, thanks.
Amazing. Awesome. Give a round of applause. And one more person. Who else would like to share? Come on. You want to be speakers, right? Everybody repeat after me. If you want to be a speaker, you have to speak. I'm giving you stage time here. Come on, speakers. Who'd like to share something? Yes, over there. Amazing. What's your name, please?
Hi, Jen Cudmore.
Everyone say hi, Jen Cudmore.
Hi, Jen Cudmore.
Well, I was driving one of those Cadillac cars.
Nice.
I just had that picture. And I was on this side. So I don't know if I was in America, but I felt like I was, and therefore I would have been driving. But I was on that side of the car. I just went into that.
And how did it feel?
Yeah, it felt good.
So why do you think you were shown that vision? Why that particular scene? Because everything that you were shown, you got shown for a very specific reason. That's what your higher self, your soul, your subconscious wants you to see right now. So what about that scene is really important to you right now?
I think it was a bit of a Thelma and Louise type thing.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Different ending though.
My first slide that I had was at the Grand Canyon or something. It was that landscape. So So I think there was like a bit of like, kind of just that like, just local into the wind, into that landscape, and there's possibly a landscape in America, I imagine, because either that or someone else was driving, I was in the driving. It felt like America. Because there was that landscape, which I think is an American landscape.
Amazing. Awesome. Give her a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Can someone bring me the mic back as well, please? Some kind volunteer. That'd be awesome. It's fun using the mics with the long cables. I did my first stand-up comedy gig a couple of months ago. I don't, it's very PG-18, I don't know, some young looking people knew. I did my first comedy sketch. It was open mic night, 5 minutes. And it was cool because you have that long cable and you feel like a real comedian. So it's a nice little moment. In terms of your message, this is really key to nail. And I know a few people have talked about similar things. I know Steve talked about it with his podcast and getting your positioning sorted. But getting the right pitch is so key. For event organisers to book you, but also for your clients. So when I spoke in Malibu the other day, I got a new client. She's a spiritual psychologist. Awesome. But what does that really mean to your audience? Does someone wake up and go, I really want spiritual psychology today? Probably not, right? So you need to figure out, how do you tell your message in a way that your audience wants to hear? And the thing about speaking to is your message will evolve. I was a sales coach and trainer for 5 years, worked with some of the biggest multi-billion-dollar companies in the world. And so when I first started speaking, that's what I spoke about, because it's what I knew. And I was teaching sales, and it was cool, because there's 2 skills you need to learn in life if you want to become more valuable. I think these are the 2 most important things. So write these down. The first one is learn sales. Learn sales. And the second one is speaking. If you can become a better communicator, you are infinitely more valuable whatever you're doing, in your job, with your family, in your personal life, whatever it is. If you can express yourself properly, you become more valuable. You guys will know that because you're all speakers. Right? But then the second thing is you need to learn sales. Everybody punch yourself. Say, I need to learn sales.
I need to learn sales.
Point to the person next to you. Say, you need to learn sales. If you want to have the dream life, if you want to travel around, you have to learn sales. It gives you a lot of freedom when you know that you can rock up to any event, just like I did in Malibu. Total surprise event. There's only 10 people there. But there were 10 business owners, entrepreneurs in Malibu. Now at the room, I've got 2 new clients. When you've got that level of confidence in your sales ability, you don't have to stress or worry about making money. But most people don't like sales. But that's what you're doing. Whether you're selling from stage, which we're going to cover later, or whether you're selling to an event organizer to book you for a gig, it's all sales. So it's inevitable, guys. Inevitable. So did everyone see Chris's speech yesterday? Who saw Chris speak yesterday? Chris Stock, the sales guy. He did the exercises really well. You see, he got us engaged. He got us selling to the other person. It was interesting, right? And it made you think, am I really that good a salesperson? Invest some time learning how to do sales, and everything will change. But now, ladies and gentlemen, would you like to get some clarity on your message?
Yeah.
Maybe find a new message. Who'd like that? Say yes?
Yes.
Yes! I need you to get your notepads and your pens. And I'm going to ask you a few questions. And these questions are intended to prompt you to think in a different way. And if the message that comes out for you isn't the message that you're currently speaking about, don't worry. That's okay. Like I said, I started teaching sales, and then I started teaching business, and then I started teaching spirituality, and then people were asking me, how are you such a confident speaker? So then I started teaching speaking. And then I realized I could put all four of those together and teach people how to create speaking businesses. Does sales really excite me? Kind of. Kind of. Does it make my soul sing? Not really. Is it essential? Yes. Do you need to get good at business? Yes. 100% you need to get good at business. Do you need to be a good speaker?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you need to be spiritual? Oh, interesting question. Purposely trying to trigger you. Spirituality for me just means being happy. That's it. Just figuring out how to be happy. Are you going to be happy 100% of the time? No. I haven't figured that out yet. No, life's a wave, it's a roller coaster, there's ups, there's downs. Building a speaking business, do you think it's just plain sailing? It's like, yeah, I made it. Of course not. It's the scariest roller coaster ride you could possibly have strapped yourselves in for. But you're strapped in. Learn sales. Business. Speaking. Figure out a way to be happy. If someone stands on stage and they look really, really miserable, do you think anyone's going to buy from them? Is it going to fill you with confidence? Of course not. You need to figure out a way to be happy too. And passion, that enthusiasm. You know when you're like a little kid and it's Christmas and you get so excited and you can't sleep the night before and you really piss your parents off because you get up at like 5 a.m. Like, Santa's been! You're like, oh! Because they've been up till 3 a.m. packing all the presents. Any parents in the room, by the way? Anybody believe in Santa? Did I just ruin anything for you? But that kind of excitement, that's what you get when you find the right message. And then that's what the energy your audience feel. They feel like you really believe in this stuff. For me, my passion comes from seeing people like Elaine, total phobia, had a panic attack the first time, asked her to make a video, absolutely rocking it on stage. Now she's got a proper coaching business. That's amazing. And she was 55. A lot of people think it's too late, right? But now she's passionate. And when she's passionate, she's vibrating at that level, the universe just brings all these amazing things to her. When you're vibrating in stress, or worry, or doubt, or fear, you're blocking yourself. Don't allow all this stuff to come in. So I'm going to stop teasing you now, I'm going to give you these questions. First question. What I would like you to do as well when you write these answers, don't think. A lot of people use their minds when they have a problem, they think it's going to help them. And the mind is a great tool, but it's not a tool we're going to use right now. So I invite you all just to take a deep breath. And out. And one more deep breath in. And out. And just write whatever comes up, don't think about it, don't change it, just write whatever comes up. And trust it will be the perfect thing. Everything is about intention. So first question. What do people always come to you for advice on? What do people always come to you for advice on? Just write whatever comes up. Next question. What kind of questions do people ask you on a regular basis? people ask you on a regular basis? See you frantically writing, that's good. Next question. This question changed my whole life. What do you love? What do you love? It's a tough one, right? I broke down in tears the first time someone asked me that question. I'd never thought about it before. Next question. What would you do even if you weren't being paid for it? What would you do even if you weren't being paid for it? Just because you love it. Just because it sets your soul on fire. Just because it excites you. Just because it feels good. What would you do? And I'm going to ask you one more question, and this question is the key that unlocks things for most people. Everyone's eyeballs are looking at me, it's good. What would you love to create? What would you love to create? And again, don't think about it, don't write what you think you're supposed to write, or someone else has told you you're supposed to write. Just write whatever flows out. What would you love to create? Maybe in a year, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 20 years, but what would you love to create? What would you be so proud of if you created it? What would bring you that kind of passion? You could say, I did that. What would that be? We're all creators. You're all creators. Every single one of you. You're a very powerful creator too. Much more powerful than most of you know. You manifest every single thing in your life. Every single thing. I mean down to the minute details. Anything that's showing up in your life right now that you don't like is there because you created it on some level. It's here to teach you a lesson. It's here to guide you. It's here to show you something about yourself. And when you learn the lesson, it will go away. And you'll step into this bigger version of you. You guys have all chosen a very interesting way to grow. You know, 90% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. Who's heard that before? Everybody. Cool. But did you know out of those 10% of businesses that haven't failed yet, most of them are just keeping the lights on? The amount that's actually profitable and thriving is minimal. So just by choosing to be entrepreneurs, you've already taken a very difficult roller coaster ride. Being a speaker, standing on stage, the number one fear in the whole world. They did a survey and it showed that standing on stage and speaking, people were more scared of doing that than they were of dying. Death was number 2. Death was number 2. Why is that? When you're here on stage, in your power, that means being open, honest, vulnerable, in your truth, you risk being rejected. Brings pull that stuff around, am I good enough? Why would people want to listen to me? There's so many great speakers here, why would they want to listen to me? Anybody ever had that? All this juicy BS comes to the surface. And BS stands for 2 things. First thing is belief systems. Belief systems. All these juicy belief systems come up to the surface, and they're just ready and waiting to give you all these horrible feelings so you can process them and grow and become just this bigger person. So next time one of those really horrible belief systems comes up, just say, thank you. What are you here to teach me today? Why don't I feel good enough? There's a lesson in every single feeling that you have. And then the second thing that BS stands for is bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, heaps and heaps of steamy, juicy bullshit. Here's what I think we do as speakers. This is basically the speaker journey. Just like Michelle said yesterday, I really believe that time doesn't exist. And we choose this life. We choose when we come here, we know what we want to do. So before we came here, my soul said, I want to come to Earth and I want to be this guy called Luke Scott. And I'm going to be an international speaker and I'm going to travel around the world helping wake people up and showing them how they can create a life that they love. And he said, but if I'm going to be a teacher, I need to really go through it. And I really want to go through it. I want the mother load. So my souls and the other family, the people in my soul family, they all made this plan. They said, okay, I'll tell you what. You come to Earth as Luke Scott, and I'll come as your mum. And when you're 10, I'll abandon you. I'll give you away. Because I can't handle you anymore. And my soul was like, yeah, that sounds good. That's going to really give me a lot of opportunities to grow. And I'm like, are you sure you don't mind? And my soul was like, yeah, of course I'll do that for you. That sounds awesome. I was like, thank you. High five. And then my brother's soul was like, I tell you what, I'll come down to Earth with you as your brother, and I'll just beat the shit out of you. I'll just put you in hospital. I'll try and kill you a few times. That will really teach you about unconditional love. Because if you can learn to love someone who's done that to you, just think how many other people you can help. And I was like, wow, that sounds incredible, yes! I'll have some of that. And some other people pass some stuff on too. And so as speakers, what we do is we basically agree to become teachers, and we say, I'll go through all of this shit. And I'm going to go through all of this shit, so then I can teach other people how they can overcome theirs. How they can get through the shit faster. So I'll go through 10 years of shit, and then I'll package it up in a nice little 10-week program, and I'll stand on stage and I'll sell my shit. And that's basically what we do. We take that 10 years, we package it up nicely, we dust it off, we make it look pretty, and we say, look, I went through it for 10 years, but I can help you do it in 10 weeks. I don't want to see anyone else have to go through what I went through. Most speakers I've been speaking for 6 years, didn't do what I did in the first 6 months. And it's not because I'm special. Do you want to know what I did?
Yeah. Yes.
Ask me what?
Why? What?
I got a fucking awesome mentor. No joke, that's what I did. I found someone who had done what I already wanted to do. And I said, please teach me. And he said, it's £75,000, $80,000 a year. Do you think that's expensive?
No.
Do you think that's expensive? Show of hands if you think that's expensive. Show of hands if you don't think it's expensive. Awesome. It's an investment. Dinner with Richard Branson is $250,000 for a 45-minute dinner. Why would someone pay $250,000 to go and spend lunch with Richard Branson? Why? Connections? Yeah, they get a big return from it. They get a big return from it, whatever that is. You might just say one thing, you might just know one person. And they can make more than that back. So if they make $500,000 and it costs them $250,000, is that expensive? No, of course not. Always look at the value you're going to get. But get a mentor. Who's got a mentor right now? Let's raise your hands next time. Okay, cool. I have mentors in all different areas of my life. I've got speaking mentors, business mentors, sales mentors, spiritual mentors. I do energy healing work too. I've got healing mentors. I've got all different kinds of mentors in all different areas.
Have you got a business kinesiologist?
Not yet. When we have our session, if you've done something I want to do, and you can show me how to do it faster, and it's a good return on investment, then it'll be a no-brainer. I know one of the speakers yesterday offered a program, a package, and I don't think anybody took it. But his program, his package was awesome. It was awesome. It's like $1,000 or something. And it would save you probably a year, 2 years of your life. That's incredible. What's a year of your life worth? Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Shit. Find a mentor for whatever you want to do. Find a mentor for speaking, for business, for sales, for life. Even the top athletes have coaches. You never just go, okay, I'm good enough now. I'm not going to have a coach. Roger Federer and those tennis players, they still have coaches. I don't really know any basketball players' names. I can't make it relevant, or baseball players. We don't really have that much in the UK. But find a mentor. Now, once you've got your message, how long have I got left, Beto?
You got all afternoon. Technically, like, let's say 5-10 more minutes.
Technically, I'm over time already.
Just keep going.
So, we're going to carry this on with Manny later anyway. So, we've got part 2 coming up with Manny. Me and Manny are going to be sharing something really special with you guys later. But once you've got your pitch sorted, there's 3 more P's that you need. Who here has like some kind of cool model, some kind of memorable thing like this, like 4 P's? Raise your hand if you've got something like that. Okay, cool. Raise your hand if you don't. Awesome. As a speaker, as a teacher, and as an educator, it's your duty to make sure your audience can remember what you're going to say. So it's really great to have some kind of cool model that they can write down. Because the human brain doesn't like complicated things, it likes really simple things. It's good to have 3 P's, 4 P's, whatever. You can do different letters too. I know Manny did his STORY. Acronyms. It's kind of gimmicky, but it's also kind of needed. Oh, I want to share this with you. Write this down. If you want success, model success. If you want success, model success. If you want to start a fast food restaurant, do you think it's a good idea to do what the local cafe on the corner does, or copy like a McDonald's, Burger King, KFC? Copy the big boys, right? So if you want to be a speaker, take advice from people who've already done what you want to do. If someone gives you advice, to say, have you done it? And if their answer's no, then take it with a pinch of salt. We can all get information, Information's easy, but how they actually apply it. Friends, family, they're the worst for this. Oh, you know, your uncle once, he tried starting a speaking business and it didn't work, so just be careful. I remember, actually, my cousin, she got a mentor and he screwed her over. She lost thousands of dollars. And then you actually talk to that person and it's nothing like what your mum says, right? Chinese whispers. But if you want success, you need to model success. Whatever that means to you. Some people you just resonate with, and some people you don't. Your job as a speaker is to get your energy to a place where the right people will resonate with you. Something really good about having 4 Ps, or a 3-point, 4-point, 5-point model, is from a psychological point of view, the human brain really likes to complete things. So if you don't tell people what the other points are, they really like hanging on for it. 15 minutes. Cool. So, I'm going to show you this one. The next P is positioning. Positioning. Anybody know what that means? What does positioning mean? Yes?
How you are different in the marketplace compared to competition.
Cool. Yeah? Anything else? Yes?
The direction from which you approach a potential client.
Cool. Nice. Yep.
Completely isolate yourself from the rest of the industry.
Okay. Cool. That's a specific answer. Yes?
Prestige perception.
Nice. Yes?
Your positioning is your ability to build a new ladder for your clients rather than be the second rung on an existing ladder.
Ooh, interesting. Cool. Nice, I like it. Positioning for me is all about your first impression. You get a few seconds to impress someone. What Austin shared before was awesome. Everyone give Austin a big round of applause, by the way. Awesome. Loved it. So many crossovers with what I teach. Really, really great. When you send that email to that event organizer and they check you out on your social media, what do they find? That's your positioning. I was a bit rowdy when I was at university. Anyone relate to that? Has anybody got a past? Anybody got a past? Interesting past? Yeah. So I was a little bit rowdy at university. I was in the rugby team and I did MMA, cage fighting. And I liked to get drunk quite a lot and party, as most young guys do. And there were so many pictures on Facebook and social media of me in not so great situations, shall we say, to be polite. And so I've been speaking for a little while, and this guy messages me, he says, "Luke, I'd really like to work with you, but you just seem so unprofessional." And I'm thinking, what's he talking about? Like, my cover photo's nice, got a nice profile pic, and I look smart. He sends me these pictures of me like passed out drunk at parties in very compromised situations. And I said, "Where did you find those?" And he says, "Well, I just went through your Facebook photos." I'm like, "What, from like 6 years ago?" And he said, "Yeah." That's what people do. Like Darryl said, cyber stalking, right? That's all your positioning. So then I went on a spree, hiding all these pictures, deleting all these pictures, cleaning it up. Now, does that mean you don't have personality online? Of course not. If you want to dress as a unicorn, dress as a unicorn. There's pictures of me dressed as a tiger. I like fancy dress too. I used to have long hair down here. This picture me with really long, wavy hair. It's fun, it's personality, right? People buy from people. You want to write this down. People buy from people that they know, they like, and they trust.
Yes.
Know, like, and trust. Your positioning, the whole purpose of your positioning is to get people to know you, to like you, and to trust you. So just have a think. Does yours do that right now? Yes? You just raising your hand? Okay. I've got your trained well, so whenever I raise my hand, you just raise your hand.
Yeah, you're looking so compelling out there. Maybe he's doing it.
Now, impressions are an interesting thing, aren't they? Really interesting thing. People judge you so quick. And they judge you before you even speak. Before you even speak. As soon as you walk on stage, do you want to close your eyes for me? Just take a deep breath. And just imagine like you've never seen me before. Okay? Just wipe your memory. And now open your eyes. You're all judging me. All of you. And that's cool, because that's what we're here to do. Our brains are here to protect us. That's what it does, that's its whole job. Snap judgment, right? It's instant, you can't even stop it. So quick. So you just have to try your best to make sure that whatever you want to be positioned as, that's what people see from you. So I'm going to ask you another question. Everybody take a deep breath in. And out. Write down for me. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? What would make you feel good when you introduce yourself as it? I used to love telling people I was a sales coach. In a suit, in a tie. 24 years old. Working in big, massive, multi-billion-dollar companies. I thought it was cool. Running sales teams. Youngest ever manager. They said, you can't be a manager. I said, why? I said, you're 23. I said, so? Pushed me. I want to be known as the guy that can do whatever he wants to do. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I don't care who says I can't. It's just fuel. That's not from ego. That's from a place of knowing. I know I'm a creator. I know if I've imagined something, I can make it real. If I feel it in my heart, if I feel that this thing excites me, I know it can be real. I saw a vision about Christmas time. And it changed my whole life. I saw a vision of me traveling the US, speaking on TV shows, like The Tonight Show, those kind of shows, and I was promoting my book. And I saw it just like you guys saw it before. It was real. And I didn't even do a process. I just finished with a client. It was a really deep, like 6-hour, intense, spiritual session. And I was just so in flow, so in alignment after I'd done it. Just this vision just came through. I had this, saw myself traveling all around. Does anybody like Wayne Dyer? Wayne Dyer? Yeah, Wayne Dyer's my favorite. I basically was Wayne Dyer. Sounds weird, right? It basically was him, but it was me, but it was carrying on his work, it was taking what he did deeper and sharing it with the masses. Because he passed 2 years ago, unfortunately. Just as he was getting into really juicy stuff, He just started to tell everyone that you all have abilities and you can all heal yourselves and you're more than just this body, and he started to get really into that, and that was the end of his life. And once I saw that, everything changed. My positioning changed. I didn't just want to be a speaker anymore. Now I wanted to be a TV host. And so I started telling everybody. I told them about this vision. I told them I've seen myself on TV, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be speaking with like Oprah and all those kind of people. It's going to be amazing. And I could feel it, and it was real, and I could taste it and touch it and smell it and feel it. And so I kept telling people. And what happened one day, I go to a networking event. I never really go to networking events if I'm a bit boring. Then I went, don't know why, I was called to. I even said to my girlfriend the morning before, I don't know why I'm going. I said, breakfast meeting, I have to get up at like a stupid clock. But this inner calling, it's like a pull to it. So I said, okay, I always trust my intuition, I'm going to go. And I get there, and I sit down next to this guy, and I tell him my vision. I say, I'm going to be a TV host, I've already seen it, it's just a matter of time until it becomes a reality, and I'm going to be traveling all around the world, interviewing thought leaders and entrepreneurs. And he says, wow, I have a TV show, I interview entrepreneurs, and I really don't want to do it anymore. I'm looking for someone to come on the show and interview the guests. Would you be interested? What do you think I said?
Still think about it.
I played it cool. You have to sometimes. I said yes. Let's have a meeting. Because I need to, before you partner up with someone, you need to know that you resonate with them. It's easy to get opportunities. Lots of people will want you when you get your positioning right. They'll want you. They'll want your network. They'll want your followers. They'll want what you can give them. But it's really important that the energy matches. I just trust my intuition. But not everybody can do that. Oh, that's an interesting one, Luke. Not everyone can follow their intuition. What does that mean? Some people, there's two types of people. Some people are very emotionally flat. That's me. I'm very emotionally flat. My emotions don't waver too much. I'm very much about being present. I'm in the now. When someone says, do you want to do something? I just get a yes or a no. But about half the population of the world don't have that. About half the population of the world have this emotional wave. So they feel really, really good, and then they feel really, really low. And they kind of go through their life like this. Very emotional. That's my girlfriend. One's not better, one's not worse. They both just are. And with a person like that, when they need to make a decision, they have to make it, feel it when they're at a high. Does it feel right at a high? Yeah. Does it feel right when they're at a low? Yeah. And then they can make a decision. Does anybody like that here? Have the emotional wave? Cool. So for you guys, if you make a spur of the moment decision, like a snap decision, that's probably not going to be the right thing for you. Because you're a different type of person. You just have a different design. This thing that I'm talking about is called human design. It's another archetype, like what Jen teaches. But for me, boom, intuition. Yes, no. So now, I am the host of the Standout Online Show. I'm just going to show you this here. Internet bidding. So this is my website. I've got some courses and things I sell on there. I've got my How to Find Your Purpose in 7 Days program. 7 videos, you get 1 video a day. It's just £7, it's just $10. It's a no-brainer for people. Really great to have a product like that. This is my website. We have all sorts of different shows, interviewing entrepreneurs and thought leaders. Pretty cool, right? It's filmed in a proper TV studio. Now, why am I sharing this with you? I'm not sharing this with you to brag. I'm sharing this with you because you guys can do anything that you want to do. Whatever that greatest, grandest vision you've had for yourself is, whether it's as a speaker, whether it's as a business person, whether it's as a, oh, we've got no sound. Okay, what did I do?
Understand your own mind, the mindfulness that we hear spoken about an awful lot now. It's extremely important to have a balance.
So, it's filmed in a proper TV studio in London. For entrepreneurs who come on my show, what do you think happens to their positioning? Huge brand value. Imagine for your clients, you can send them a 30-minute video of you speaking on basically like a news show, sharing your expertise. Do you think that's going to be pretty powerful?
Yeah, absolutely.
This kind of branding, this kind of building up your positioning is incredible. That's why when Rob was saying earlier about his magazine, do you want to come up and take some photos and then we can get a half-page spread? I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Why wouldn't you want to do that? And like Steve was saying yesterday, when you can get in magazines, I've only got like 4,000 followers on here, 5,000 friends, 4,000 followers. But when you can get in magazines, and that's one of the first photos people see when they come on your profile. That's pretty cool, right? Do you think that differentiates me from any competition? I was really nervous when they told me what they wanted to call it. I was like, oh man, my family going to see that? But you have to grab people's attention. Any Ty Lopez fans? Anyone not like Ty Lopez? Ty is amazing. Ty is amazing. Ty Lopez is one of the biggest icons out there right now, especially for younger people. And all his messages, at its core, his message is read books. That's what he teaches. It's what people pay thousands and millions to learn, is to read books. Now, if he just made videos and said, hey guys, read books, do you think anyone would care? His target market is young people. So what he has to do, he makes videos like, hey, this is my Lamborghini, and this is the girl, she's a Playboy bunny washing it, and this is my basketball court. Oh, by the way, here's my bookshelf. If any of you want to check out a great book, this is a really good book. And here's my mansion. He's positioned himself as this kind of playboy, because that's what people are attracted to, his target market. So you need to get your positioning into a place that's relevant for your target market. It's not what you want. It's not so you feel good about it. It's what do they want. What's going to make them click on your thing? Who wants to be a speaker because you want to make an impact? Raise your hands nice now. Awesome. Can you impact someone if they don't click on your stuff? If you want to really change someone's life, there has to be some kind of next level product, next level service, some way they can absorb your content, what you're going to teach them. You can send them like flash ads on Facebook where they see a few seconds, but you need them to click it. So you have to think, how do you position yourself in a way where people want to know more about you? Personally, I don't have a Lamborghini or a Playboy bunny for a girlfriend. And I don't have a mansion or my own basketball court. But when I went to Malibu the other day, really real to me. And when I was there, it just felt like a nothing. Like she could have just handed me the papers and I would have just took it from her. So I got myself in that kind of vibration. Imagine you visualize your goals every single day. Every single day, just like we did before. By the time your goal comes, it's just like a nothing. So me and Manny, in a little while, we're going to take you through this in some more detail. And we're going to take you through, to show you all the P's. Let's act that. Technical difficulties. Showed you all the P's. Pretend you didn't see that. But we're going to take you through the other P's and we're going to show you how you can actually make a lifestyle out of this. Because that's what we're here to do, right? You can't help people if you're worrying about your financial situation. You just can't. You're not going to be able to give enough of your time away.
I think you should say that again.
What I teach people is how to fill up your cup so it's overflowing, and then you can give that overflow to people. You need to figure out how you can make this into a lifestyle business if that's what you want to do. And that's what we're going to show you after the break. Or Pam, or whatever's coming next. Okay, I think I'm going to get dragged off stage by Mr. Stern, so thank you all so much, and I'll be back very shortly.
You're looking at my speaking mentor right there, most definitely. What do you guys think? I mean, that was super awesome, yes? Okay, so we are going to take a quickie break, like a 5-minute, not a 10-minute, like a 5-minute, because Bryce and I are going to set up for the next amazing new media strategies in public speaking panel that we're going to start in just 5 minutes.
Seemed like you today. Yeah, you got my email, man. Good.
Talk to you in a minute.